I'm currently walking by the riverside and I feel so happy and so at peace because I wake up now each day feeling like each day has meaning and each day has purpose, and every day is a chance to get to build towards the person that I want to become and build towards the future that I want. And I realized I don't even need any sort of tangible results or any sort of external validation in this process, because that is only a small moment that is going to fade, but it's not going to provide any long lasting sense of purpose, because once you achieve it, it's kind of like now you need to find a new goal or a new purpose. And the whole point of even setting goals, I feel like, is not really to actually achieve it. It's more about going through the process to become the version of you that you need to be in order to have and sustain and maintain that goal. And I think every day when you show up and you put in the reps to build towards that, and you're proving to yourself that you are that kind of person and you're working towards it, and then over time that's where the identity starts solidifying and your confidence in yourself starts building. And I think that process is where the real magic and the real transformation happens, and it's not very obvious. Like, it's such a subtle thing and it almost seems boring. Like, every day might kind of look repetitive and mundane, but yeah, even though to me right now my days seem kind of repetitive and boring, but I don't see it as repetitive and boring. I see it as me putting in the reps to build towards the version of myself that I want to be. And that is so meaningful and so, so fulfilling that it's not boring. How can that be boring? It's like the most meaningful thing ever. And I think I just started to really enjoy it, like enjoy the repetitiveness of it and enjoy the simplicity of it, because it's these small, subtle, daily habits and ways in which we decide to show up and tackle the day and the attitude that we have towards each day. That is where the magic happens over time. And I know as I'm saying this, it sounds almost so obvious, because I'm sure this is stuff that you probably heard before as well, and it's stuff I've heard before, but for some reason I feel like I'm finally living it and embodying it, and I now understand that wisdom. And yeah, it's really not about the end result, and it's not about anything external that can be seen. It's more about the internal process. And I think the main thing is that when you focus on the internal process and you give meaning to that in your daily routines and everything, I think that's how you can really feel happy each day. Like, feel happy and fulfilled each day, because each day has meaning to you now. And yeah, I feel so happy, even though my day is like literally all I did today so far was wake up, journaled, meditated, came out for my walk now. I'm walking by the riverside. Wait, can you see Taipei? Okay, yeah, I can't. But yeah, it's really pretty here. And it started raining a bit, so that's why I have the umbrella. Even though I literally brought the umbrella for the sun, because I didn't think it was gonna rain, but this is why it's good to bring umbrella for the sun, because you're always prepared when it does randomly start raining. But it's only like spitting. I don't really think I need the umbrella for that, but still, it's like the middle of the day kind of, so there's still UVs. But anyways, so yeah, and then later on I plan to go to the gym, and then I need to finish editing my video because I'm going to post that tonight. And yeah, it's like such simple things, but it gives me such a great sense of purpose and meaning, because I know that these are the reps that are going to compound over time. And I just feel so excited about that. Like, the fact that this is where the real transformation and magic happens. And that's why I feel so excited to document it, because I want to be able to look back on all of this and see how, yeah, the magic really did happen in each of those repetitive days where it didn't really feel like anything was changing. But over time, over the span of a few years, that's where you really start to see the difference. And I think, oh my gosh, there's a plane. I hope it's not too loud. But yeah, I think if you are also going through some sort of journey, like a creative journey or a fitness journey or an entrepreneur journey or anything, I think it is so valuable to document the process, especially in the early stages where it feels like nothing is changing and nothing is happening, because it'll be so cool for you to look back on in the future. And that's when you'll really see the difference, when you see the past version of yourself talking about their struggles, and then you're like, wow, look how far I came. And also, I feel like by documenting these small days and the struggles, this, I realize, is me signaling to myself unconsciously that I believe I will succeed. Because if I didn't, then why would I document my struggles? Like, I'm only documenting it because I know that it's going to have value to my future self, because there's going to be a version of myself that's far past this, and she's going to look back on this and be like, yeah, those were the days. It's kind of like proof that I went through the struggle. And yeah, and if I didn't think I could get out of it, then I don't think I would be filming this. So I think it's a way for you to kind of make your current struggles more objective, like perceive it more objectively, and don't get so emotionally caught up in it, because you know that this is just a temporary phase, a temporary part of the journey, and you will get past it, and you will arrive at a point in the future where all of this is gonna seem so foreign, so far removed from your now future reality that it feels nostalgic, and it reminds you of who you had to become to get to where you are now. So anyways, I am not using a mic, so I really hope this audio is okay, and I am at the end of the path. Also, I just want to add that this process is teaching me real patience, like how to have patience, and also how to seek my own internal validation and continue believing in myself and being proud of myself despite the lack of any sort of external validation. And I think that is the most important part. I talked about this in one of my most recent videos, but yeah, this is where real confidence gets built, where it's not dependent on external validation. Because if you got a bunch of external validation, yeah, that'll definitely give you an ego boost, and it might make you feel confident, but that confidence is not very stable if it's built on the external validation. So when you can feel confident without any sort of external validation, because you know who you became through the process, and you validate yourself for that, then that's where you have a really strong foundation within yourself that can be a lot more stable when you do start getting external validation. Okay, also this wind is like blowing so much hair on my face, and my face is like really sticky right now because there's a bunch of like sunscreen on it. But oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Okay, there's Taipei 101. Yay! And on the other side it's like mountains. It's so pretty.